Welcome to the material session of Pulsar's Career Point. This is a video for the student of class 11 on Unit 5. The name of the unit is Thermodynamics. This is the part 23 video of this unit and the last video of this unit covering the topics free energy. आमे यूनिट 5 रो थर्मोडायनेमिक्स रे पूरा लास्ट पार्ट रे पहुंची part 23. This is the last part of this video covering the topics free energy. आमे free energy कहले कौन बुझिबा? The maximum amount of energy available to a system during a process that can be converted into useful work is called gives free energy. आमे free energy normally क्या को कहिबा ना जेतिकी मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी गोटे सिस्टम रे अवेलेबल थिबो जहाँ को आमे यूजफुल वर्क को कन्वर्ट करि परिबा आमे ताको फ्री एनर्जी बोली कहि थाउ. As scientist gives first time introduced this term, so in respect of his name, the free energy is simply known as Gibbs free energy. It is denoted by the symbol G and can be mathematically defined by the following equation: G is equal to H minus Ts. What is G? G is the Gibbs free energy, H is the enthalpy, T is the absolute temperature in Kelvin, and S is the entropy. Let us come for the characteristics of free energy. It is an extensive property because its value depends upon the amount of substance present in the system. It is independent of the path followed. Hence, it is a thermodynamic state function. Simply, we can write down it is a state function because its value independent on the path followed by the system only depends only on the initial and the final state. The absolute value of G, that is free energy, cannot be evaluated. But the change in free energy delta G can be calculated as follows. Delta G is equal to Gf minus Gi or G2 minus G1. आमे डेल्टा जीरो एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू कैलकुलेशन करि परिबा नाही. But change in free energy delta G can be calculated by subtracting the initial free energy from the final free energy or simply G2 minus G1. Free energy change delta G. We know that G is equal to H minus Ts. आमे एटा मैथमेटिकल फॉर्मूला रे जानि थिलु. G हला गिव्स फ्री एनर्जी, H enthalpy, T is the absolute temperature in Kelvin, and S is the entropy. For initial state, G1 is equal to H1 minus TS1 and G2 is equal to H2 minus TS2. So, G2 minus G1 is equal to H2 minus TS2 minus H1 minus TS1. Rearranging and by taking common we can write down G2 minus G1 is equal to H2 minus H1 minus T whole into S2 minus S1. That is delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S because S2 minus S1 is delta H and S2 minus S1 is delta S. The above equation is called Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Thermodynamic derivation for the free energy chain delta G. We know that G is equal to H minus Ts implies again H is equal to E plus PV. So we can write down G is equal to H अगर आम E plus PV पकई पारिबु again delta H is equal to delta E plus P delta V as P is constant, V delta P is taken to be 0. So what happens by taking the derivative of the first quantity, that is G is equal to H minus Ts को आम कौन लिखि परिबा ना G जगह H जगह पकई परिबा E plus PV. So G is equal to E plus PV minus Ts implies delta G is equal to delta E plus P delta V minus T delta S. And V delta P और S delta T are taken as 0 as T and P are constants. So delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. कारण आगरू काढिथिलु delta H is equal to delta E plus P delta V. Putting the value of delta H, we can get delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. The above equation B is called Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Free energy is a measure of equilibrium. A reaction is said to be at equilibrium if delta G is equal to 0. यदि फ्री एनर्जी 0 है आम रिएक्शन टी इक्विलिब्रियम अच्छी बोली कहवा. इन सच ए केस द रिएक्शन कैन प्रोसीड इन बोथ द डायरेक्शंस. According to Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. If delta is taken to be 0, then delta H minus T delta S is equal to 0. Implies delta H is equal to T delta S. Implies T is equal to delta H by delta S. Since T is the temperature at which the reaction is at equilibrium, therefore at equilibrium T equilibrium is equal to delta H by delta S. Case 1. When delta H is negative and delta S is positive, then what happens? The T equilibrium will be negative. In this case, since negative value of T equilibrium does not make any sense, the equilibrium never established. जितेबाला डेल्टा H नेगेटिव हम आउ डेल्टा S पॉजिटिव हम से T इक्विलिब्रियम एस्टाब्लिश हो पार ना. केस 2. When delta H is positive and delta S is negative, T equilibrium is also negative here. Since negative value of T equilibrium does not make any sense, again the equilibrium is never established. Then delta H positive है, delta S negative है भी equilibrium आसी पारिबो नाही. डेल्टा H नेगेटिव डेल्टा S पॉजिटिव हेले मध्य इक्विलिब्रियम एस्टाब्लिश हो पारिबो नाही. कम फॉर केस 3. When both delta H and delta S are positive, then T equilibrium will be positive. In such a case, delta G will be negative. The reaction will be spontaneous if the reaction is carried out at a temperature higher than T equilibrium. If T equilibrium to अधिक टेम्परेचर रिएक्शन carried out हम ताले रिएक्शन टी स्पॉन्टेनियस हम. एबे देखिबा केस 4. इफ बोथ आर नेगेटिव, when both the delta H and delta S are negative, then T equilibrium will be positive. Now if the reaction is carried out at a temperature greater than T equilibrium, delta G will be positive and the reaction will be non-spontaneous. On the other hand, delta G will be negative. The reaction will be spontaneous if the reaction is carried out at a temperature lower than T equilibrium. These are the 4 different cases for attaining the equilibrium. Thanks for watching Bhopal Sir's Career Point. Please like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you are watching it for the first time.